Hello Virgo, Ashley here. Welcome. Let's do your reading for the week of January 10th. We're going to look at last week's Capricorn new moon, and you're actually getting the Capricorn full moon. So there could have certainly been some sort of difficult completion that happened around the new moon for you that you experienced last week. We're going to look at this week and next week. Oh, I like this. Let's see what's going on with you, Virgo. The start of January 2022. It's like we come into this new year. I don't know about you, but it's already been quite intense, hasn't it? Let's see how this has shown up for you, Virgo. What's been going on? Heads up that I have opened the schedule for January on the website. So if you're looking for a personal reading or a healing session, you can look in the description box down below for the website and go over and book that for yourself. All right, we have the Four of Swords. Finally taking this break. Holy cow. The Tower. And the World. Okay. Eight of Cups. Two of Cups. Yeah. The Sun. Ace of Cups. Five of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. So already what I feel like has happened, you've had some sort of you've retreated from a relationship here in hopes of finding something that is better fitting for you. It's been difficult. And I feel like part of what you're seeing this week is having kind of some sort of realization that you deserve something big, something amazing, a connection that is awesome, right? And I also feel like there could very well be this, there could already be a soulmate that's been kind of hanging around in your energy. You may or may not have already met this person, or you might know them, but I feel like you suddenly realize they're there, is what is happening this week. And I feel like you're taking this very detached, we have this non-attachment card, approach to what has closed out in the past, and, you know, just kind of gently stepping into this new area of happiness. It's like this very calm energy. It's kind of interesting because you've clearly had a difficult situation, and then we have this like shock realization of a new, what I feel like is a new soulmate here. But it's like you're in your power. It's like this very nice feminine energy. Like, I don't feel like you're rushing towards anything. I don't feel like you're rushing away from anything. It's just like this very calm, almost flirty approach to something. It could be this King of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Taurus or another earth sign here. But I almost feel like this is your energy, Virgo. Like this, you're like super solid and stable here, even after all you've been through. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So I don't feel like you see this. I don't feel like this is, you know, the Two of Swords is typically like, there's a choice to make, but we don't even want to look at it. We might feel stuck. We might not know what to do. It's usually because there's some sort of fear to face some sort of blockage. But for me, I don't think you see this soulmate, or you haven't seen them in that way. Yeah, Two of Wands. There's a choice. King of Pentacles again. I feel like they've had their eye on you. And they've been watching you. Waiting. Now, certainly you can flip and reverse this energy if you feel like you've been waiting on someone else. But I feel like you've been the one that's kind of been going through hell here. Like dealing with maybe a past relationship that had to come to a close. Yeah. And there's this new energy, this boss, man. It feels like a very strong masculine energy coming in. Or just someone that is very comfortable in themselves and their accomplishments. And they also have this like very patient energy. And I think that they've just been waiting for you to notice them. So, and it could be that they've even been in contact with you and it's like you haven't quite figured it out yet. I think you're about to. All right, interesting. So, last week, full moon in Capricorn. You have climbed and reached the top of some kind of mountain here. Now, this could certainly be a relationship. You know, we've got that Capricorn new moon that happened on the 2nd. You're getting the Capricorn full moon, which is like you've accomplished something. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches, but we've also got Venus retrograde in Capricorn. And so this is very much going to be about relationship, what you deserve, what you need. And that's been changing throughout the last couple of years intensely. This could be a work situation as well, but I'm feeling this is a love story here. We have the Four of Swords, Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups. I think you have been healing. I think you've been taking some time out to heal, relax, kind of take a load off here after having been through something difficult deeper in the past. And I feel like it was a relationship situation. It could have been a work situation. But you see on this Eight of Cups, she's walking away and going down this kind of unknown path. But she's surrounded by all these pairs. There's a pair of swans, a pair of dragonflies, a pair of butterflies, some birds. So it's like she's going to find her matching ladybug. And we do have the Ace of Cups here. So I do think you're looking for something, or you were last week, looking for something more satisfying for where you're at now. All right. Four of Swords. I don't even feel like I need to clarify this, but we're gonna do it anyway. We have Justice. This could have been a divorce that you're coming out of. Magician. I think part of what's been going on here is you've even been kind of contemplating, you know, if this thing that I'm walking away from wasn't satisfying for me, what is? What is it that I want now? That's all about those values changing. Like, what do you want to manifest now compared to what you've experienced in relationships in the past, right? Eight of Cups. We have the Fool. So you're taking some sort of leap by walking away from something. Yep. Could have been a long-term commitment, some sort of marriage, perhaps. Could have been that you walked away from an Aries. We have Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and plenty of water here as well. The Ace of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. and the Seven of Cups. So you're definitely trying to decide, what is it that's going to light my fire? What am I looking for in a partner that is going to really just have my heart overflow here? And what's interesting in this depiction of the Ace of Cups, you can see her cup is overflowing with butterflies. So there's some kind of transformation that's been going on here. But she's looking at this one right here, this particular butterfly. And so it's like this question, like, who's my true match? Like, because I've been through changes, I've been through hardships. What is it really going to take for me to feel like I'm in a deep connection with someone else? All right, this week, I love this. We have the Stargazer. For some of you, I want to say, you have been paying attention to astrology. It could be that you are an astrologer. Now, that's not going to apply to everyone, but I feel like for some of you, there's for sure this understanding of the alignments that are happening. It says, set your sights higher. So I do feel like that's what you're doing. You're searching or keeping an eye out for the next big thing when it comes to love. I also feel like it is some sort of search for the perfect match, the soulmate, the twin flame, it's like a connection that was created by the divine, is what I want to say. We have the Tower, the Two of Cups, Five of Cups. So while I feel like you've been very focused on healing, because there's been a lot of pain in the past, and obviously some grief, dissatisfaction with having lost this relationship of the past. But you can see she's got two buttercup flowers that are still attached here. It's like her two cups that are still standing. Meanwhile, she's been focused on what's been lost. But here's that Two of Cups. So I feel like the awareness of this soulmate is coming in with a bang here this week. So let me reshuffle and we'll clarify this. Could be a Scorpio, could certainly be a Scorpio or a water sign. Tower. Holy moly. Talk about divine union counterpart showing up here. Yeah. Wow. And this could also be that you departing this past relationship came as a big shock to not just your person, but like everyone else as well. The Two of Cups. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This could be someone that you do work with. But I also feel like whoever this soulmate is, oh my, divine masculine showing up here, could be a boss. This could be your divine masculine showing up here. You've never noticed it. Perhaps it's because they sit in a position, you know, like a lot of people do not even think about dating people at work for good reason. You know, obviously, your choice, how you handle your relationships, but it could very well be that this person has been at work, or is, and it's just been something you didn't even think about because they're at work. You're like, that's not a line I usually cross, I want to say. For others, this is someone that has done their work. They are an elevated, I feel like they're an elevated or an awakened masculine here, or counterpart, should I say. The Five of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, I think you've been really focused on perhaps the immature energy of the person from the past. Their betrayals, maybe, their flighty behavior. Meanwhile, this Two of Cups, again, we got the High Priestess sitting right below it. It's like you haven't seen it. It's been hidden in plain sight is what I want to say. So, juicy, hello. And, again, this work message, it does not have to be the case for you that this person is in a workplace. They could just be have a very strong professional life. But we also had that King of Pentacles, the other King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is kind of like this prosperous work energy. It's someone in a position of power, and I feel like they've been watching you, waiting for you to notice. So, lovely. Non-attachment is what we're getting for next week. So, part of this is I feel like that very calm energy. I also feel like when you come into this awareness, and they could also be showing up as this Knight of Wands, finally saying something to you about it, right? And that's why it's like, boom, it's a surprise. But I feel like you're trying to maintain your cool because it's so, like, on some level you feel like this major recognition, this major soul recognition. But you've also just been through a big ending. You're trying to kind of get your feet back underneath you. And again, you were very strongly coming through with this feminine energy. We even got the feminine version of the King of Pentacles that showed up here. So this very like gentle, flirty energy, but it's not like you're going all in on this just yet. Alright, let's see. The World. Look at that. Wow! Virgo, I love this reading. You've just been through a completion of some kind. And, hey, yeah, Two of Swords. Again, at the bottom of the deck. I don't think you saw this coming. And I do think that now that it's arrived, you're kind of being careful about how you even approach this, especially if this is someone in your work environment. You know, of course, those thoughts come up like, oh, how's that gonna look? Or is that gonna mess with things we don't want to mess with? But I'm also getting here that this is the end of you not seeing it. So it is coming to your awareness this week, next week. With the Sun, we have the Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit. So there you are. I think you're really carefully thinking about this. Like, again, not to like this like frantic degree. It's not like a panic energy. I think it's like, again, this very calm. You're trying to decide, is this a good idea? Is this in my best interest? Perhaps we could do this, but maybe we take it very slow. This could also be like, if people find out about this, what are they gonna think? Right? with the sun there, it brings illumination. There's definitely happiness at this discovery, but it's also then, okay, if we do work together, what's this gonna look like to coworkers or whatever, right? And then I also feel like, yeah, it's almost like you just want to see, again, this energy of you still getting your feet beneath you after a past relationship. And I feel like you are doing some reflecting here and really thinking about, is this situation with this new person, or perhaps a colleague or an acquaintance that you didn't initially think of as a soulmate, and it's now showing up, and I think it's because they come tell you, like, hey, I've been interested in you for a while, I've been keeping an eye on you, I heard that you're no longer with so-and-so, kind of thing. But they've been keeping that secret until now. And I do feel like you're like, well, I'm trying to rebuild my stability. If we do this, let's go super slow. I think you're just trying to not dive headfirst into this and trying to maintain some sort of boundary or distance, because you don't want things to go off the rails too quickly. And I feel like that's not just because you've just come out of something difficult. I think it's also because the connection here is so electric and strong once you've become aware of it, that you're like, wow, that could just like, it's that kind of energy that feels like it could just like go into chaos. You know, like, it's like being at the top of a roller coaster before it goes down that first big hill. It's like, well, this could go well, or this could be terrifying. I really like this, though. I think you're sitting in a very strong, feminine energy. You might have very strong Taurus placements, or this person does. Again, strong Aries and Scorpio, Pisces. Strong Scorpio, for sure. So I hope you found that helpful, Virgo. Looks juicy. I hope to see you next week for your next weekly reading, and thanks for being here. Bye.